can you 5 go and get ready to scrum down in front of the machine, please? And then can I have 2 flankers? Okay. Especially if you've got shorts on would be good. Can you go on the other side for me? Okay. Right, now. What I want these guys to do, okay, is to be as much part of this second row as these two. So I'm going to get you to hold on to the shorts. Just step out of the way. Get hold of the shorts, either at the pocket or the waistband, before he crouches. Then reach around. So I'm now tight and I'm pulling myself onto the prop's shoulder. My feet are in the same, more or less parallel position, okay? Same on that side. Get hold of his waist before he's short, so his waist before he crouches. Reaching across. Crouch! Touch! Pause and engage. Okay, not bad, up you come. So why would we want these guys to bind up before the crouch? The flankers on the shorts? It is about keeping it tight, but if you're trying to get hold of his short after he's crouched, what happens? They're too tight, you can't. Okay, so get the bind before he crouches. So let's go with that again. Let's try and speed it up. I know it's a bit different, but just try and work it to get it a bit quicker. So it's quick without being rushed. Get your heads in. Get your knee off the floor. Shoulder onto his backside. You're part of that second row. Crouch! Touch! Pause! And engage. Not bad. Up you come. Up you come. Okay, just make sure that you're not pushing down so that you collapse him. Crouch! Okay. Touch! Pause! Hand away. And engage. That's better. And up you come. Okay. Stand up quickly, guys. Just come around this side. Okay, what I'd like you to do, guys, is we're just going to look at how we actually control the forward movement into the scrum. If you sit back on the second row, stop you going forwards. You're on the back. You're on your back foot, so you're not in a strong position. So what I want you to do is actually get up onto your toes, so the balance of your weight is controlled by your toes. Can everybody get into that position? I want you to work so that you're almost falling over, but not. What's actually stopping you from falling over? Your toes. So I want you to work on your toes and feel what you're feeling through your toes. Okay? So everybody, with the exception of the hooker and the 8, should actually be almost to that balanced position. So on the E of engage, bang, you're in. How can the hooker help control that? What can you do, the hooker? There's my first break. It's the hooker controlling that. Okay, so you're actually controlling that. So can you, front 7, get in there, please? Quickly, quickly, quickly. So remember that feet shoulder width apart. Okay. Get your binding, help them find their position. Get into position, get on the shorts quickly. That's the most important bit there.
Keep still. Keep it
okay.
Still. You're bouncing.
The next break is the 8 here. He can actually control that scrum. And only as he's going into position is he actually pushing, because the contribution that the 8 makes to the total is only about 8% of the whole scrum. Okay? These are the guys who have the main power input. Okay? Crouch, touch, pause, and engage. And up you come. Okay? So that's the sort of braking mechanism. As soon as they engage, bang, they're in. Okay? Okay. So is everybody happy on the basic building of the 8-player scrum? Okay. So what we looked at, just in summary then, we looked at our feet to get the right base. We looked at our basic body shape to get our back position. Just quiet, guys. To get our basic back position. We then looked at how we bound up and how we could create that tight bind without excessive pulling in. Okay. We then looked at building it. We looked at a walk around bind to get that tightness, and that was applied for the second rows as well as the front rows. We talked why the second rows wouldn't go on their knees, because it's actually more stable if they're on their feet, and it's also more powerful if they're coming from that squatting position than flopping up off their knee. Okay, and we then looked at putting the back row in and making the full 8. Guys, it's a very sort of condensed version of the full workshop, which is a sort of 3-hour workshop, but hopefully that's given you the sort of information that you'd need to safely build a Scrum.